Heyo, this is Honest to Klaud. I'm Eric.
I'm Elliot.
And, you know, I wanted to start off this episode with paying respect to a Star Wars actor who has passed away today.
Today?
Yes. Ray Stevenson passed away at the age of 58. He is going to be playing one of the villains in the Ahsoka series.
He died?
Yeah, he died today.
From what?
We don't know. We're not sure yet.
How old was he?
58. Yeah, he's done a lot of roles.
What would I seen him in?
He's played Punisher before in a movie. He plays Volstagg in the four Thor movies. Yeah.
Which one's Volstagg? The one with the red beard?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he was the first one, hella killed. Okay.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, but he has a lot of acting credits.
58?
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Yeah. He also voice acted in Clone Wars and Rebels. He played Gar Saxon, who was a villain. He was loyal to Maul.
God damn, 58.
It's young to go out like that.
Yeah, I'm 49. When you said that shit, 9 more years? I got to get back to work. We got to wrap this one up. I got things I got to do.
But like it's it happens a lot in fandom. Just like, wow, like we like them as a character so much. I mean, we sometimes like them as their personality. Like sometimes they're on Twitter, sometimes they do interviews, and they're like, oh, they seem like a nice person. And like I'm giving my condolences to any fans of anything he's been in, and also his family, of course, because they're foremost direct contact with them. But yeah, there is a few things that we can discuss about Star Wars. You have now seen all the cutscenes for Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Yeah, how do you know?
Because I played it for you.
Really?
Yeah. Watch on YouTube.
I watched it by myself too. So.
You watched it?
I thought I did something bad. Like, how do you know? You going through my history, son?
In case you couldn't guess, we're going to be talking about spoilers. Maybe we can put in a timestamp of when you can skip to. We can talk about other things.
3 minutes into it, first spoiler. Go ahead.
What do you think about the character of Bode Akuna?
Which one is that one?
But Bode Akuna is
the girl.
He's the book guy with the jetpack, and we find out.
Oh, that asshole! Oh my god, that was such a. It was such a good twist. Mm-hmm. I did not see it coming. This is your friend throughout. Oh, the fucking portrayal. I haven't been portrayed that bad since my ex-wives. That was good.
Yeah, like I was watching you watch it. Just like he's gonna flip out because I flipped out.
Oh my god. That was so fucking good.
And like it's not in the game, it isn't just that we get this crazy reveal where he kills Eno Cordova, and before we find out, like he because Jedi training, like there's a great chase that goes through Jeddah, and it's just like heart pumping, and then you find out, and then you get to play as Seer Junda, and you get to be a badass Jedi as her. I'm just like, that's so cool.
Yeah, they that was I don't know how they're going to surpass that game. I know how I am, and if I buy a PlayStation, I'm gonna lose a good year.
It's gonna be time well.
I won't do anything else. I know how I am. I have an addictive personality, so thank God people actually do post these videos because I still technically you still get advertising. And I still can praise the game, but the gameplay, how it looks, every one of the characters I felt was really well fleshed out.
Yeah, like even if we wouldn't, like we would still like look at it periphery because it is Star Wars. Like it's no matter how inventive something in Star Wars goes, like it's always going to come with the label of the allure, like and fans are always going to be like, oh, what's this?
Well, how can be a fan and be critical of it?
Yeah. And I'm saying like, if there's something that we don't like, we're probably not going to spend too much time on it. It's just like, it wasn't for me.
Okay.
I didn't like this performance, but we're not in the business of just doing a 30-minute rant of something, which I'm just like,
I don't know about that. I think you're right. We don't do 30-minute rants. We do 45-minute rants.
no, we do like 5 minutes of ranting, and then we spend 25 minutes talking about something completely different, like Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
But yeah, like
wouldn't it be cool? This thing got popular, and we actually got Jeff Goldblum sit between us. Oh yes, yes. I was up for a Star Wars role, and so I'm going into the weird Jeff Goldblum Joker. I gotta stop. All right, go ahead. I apologize.
But yeah, like even with all that, really upsetting portrayal for the character, like his motivations made a lot of sense. He was doing it.
I understand that's why I liked it so much.
Yeah.
He was a good fleshed out villain, which is he pretty much had the Spider-Man 3 Sandman.
Yeah, he's not mustache twirling.
No.
He just can't let go of trying to control things in his anger.
Is the Emperor a mustache twirler?
Yeah, but I think he's probably the best because he's just so entertaining. Like I'm like, I don't care what his backstory is. He's just maximum evil. And he just manipulates things.
If they make a Disney Plus show called Palpatine and it shows how he get on it. You will have I will pay extra for Disney Plus just to see that series. Like, but don't do it like Anakin. I want an evil fucking kid the entire time. The entire time.
And Disney Plus, can you bring back Willow? Like,
they took it off. Why did they take it off?
Like, okay, so they're having this merger with Hulu, right? Like they're trying to like fully acquire it and make Disney Plus merge with it, much like with HBO Max and Discovery. Because Warner Brothers, merged with Discovery.
Okay.
So, like, obviously they're making their audience bigger, but at the same time, like, if they drop shows, then they don't have to pay residuals to anyone that worked on the shows. So, because they're no longer in syndication.
Oh, you asshole! So as long as they're not being played, they can't pay. Oh, you fuckers! Just to save $1.
Yeah, like they can get tax write-offs because of it. The same thing Disney's doing, they do with Warner Brothers. And I'm just like, it's very telling that you're doing this during the Writers Guild strike. Just like you're showing your hand of like where
the writers are right.
Yeah, like they deserve credit. They deserve
money.
They deserve living wages. Like, like there's a lot of writers that talk about like how they had to like rent out a suit from a friend to like go to like award ceremonies because they're not being paid enough when they are writing some of these big movies that come out. Because most of the time, it's not the director who's also the writer. It's
rare.
It's rare. Like maybe 5% of the time. Most of the time, it's someone else. Maybe they've done writing on television. Maybe they've done writing in books where they get. It's like, oh, I like your style. I like the way you craft narrative. But yeah, like we are in solidarity with them. And I hope like that some actual needs are met. Like because like. It seems like whenever there's a shift in the media that we consume for television and movies is ultimately where like you have to be, people are like, where we're going to be compensated. Last time when it was 2007, like the VHS had died out, and DVDs were prominent to get people like residual pays after the movie would have come out. So there's always a shift now. It's in streaming. But yeah, once again, we're really in consolidarity with the writers.
Yes.
Now, like something that I have experienced that's adjacent to the Star Wars universe, and eventually got the director of Solo is I did watch American Graffiti. Wasn't really a fan of it. I think it's a bit overhyped, but at the same time, Ron Howard became a much bigger name because of that movie.
Okay.
And eventually, Ron Howard would replace two directors of Solo. Lord Miller, who did Clyde Ray Trains Meatballs, and
he replaced him?
Yeah, Ron Howard replaced both of those two men as the directors.
What movie?
Solo. Ron Howard.
Oh, that would have been good. Not saying Solo wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But I think those guys would have did an amazing job.
Mm-hmm. And we don't know what that movie would have been like, because chances are there's only like 20% that they actually directed that's still left in the movie. Ron Howard took over because Disney / Lucasfilm had creative differences with us two men, and fully integrated him into the family, because Ron Howard, he was one of the main actors in American Graffiti, directed by George Lucas. It's the first official Lucasfilm movie to be made for the masses. It ultimately got him to get enough trust from Fox to direct Star Wars. This crazy idea, that they weren't sure about, because at the time, sci-fi was kind of dying in film. Like, there wasn't anything big for like 15 years. Like, the last success in sci-fi before Star Wars was the first Planet of the Apes movie.
Just thinking. Sorry.
And the movie would be so big, it would change marketing for films forever. It would save Marvel Comics from going bankrupt in the 70s because their sales are doing so horribly. But when they started getting the license for Star Wars comics, and they introduced one of my favorite characters, Jackson.
Jackson?
Yeah, Jackson is the green rabbit alien.
You got to put a picture up for the ladies.
I can pull a picture, and I did do a fan art drawing of what if he got a Disney Plus series where Antonio Banderas plays him. That's my favorite.
Honestly, you can get Antonio Banderas to play anybody. I'm quite sure I'll enjoy it. Matter of fact, I might want to watch Desperado tonight.
Yeah, I do like Desperado.
Try to show me the back half!
And the first Star Wars movie, Marvel Comics was the only industry that it saved. They also saved anime, because in the 70s, when it came
anime in America?
In Japan. Because Spaceship Battle Yamamoto was the big series in Japan back in the 70s. It's still a series that continues today. It has reboots and spin-offs. It's something that they keep revamping. Now, the Spaceship Battle Yamamoto movie served as kind of an influence to George Lucas, because he's a big nerd, and he even got a receptacle-shaped robot idea from it. He got idea of a space station that destroys planets with a laser from that movie. But in Spaceship Battle Yamamoto, I have
not seen this, have I?
No, but in Spaceship Battle Yamamoto, it's the heroes that have the death laser.
Wait, have you seen this?
No, but I do know these things as being a direct influence to him.
Okay.
And that movie bombed. Like, it was a series that was doing really well, and then it started weighing down. But after Star Wars released, there was a new renaissance of sci-fi interest. And the very next Yamamoto movie that dropped did amazing. It was like the one big thing that was like really keeping the industry afloat, because it's not like now where there's like hundreds and thousands of series, being dropped every decade. Like it was just like you got like 3 studios, working on a thing, and maybe it will do well, maybe it didn't. So you got Star Wars to thank for that inadvertently. It's crazy, like how just like certain instances go. It's just like, I never knew that could connect, like, because a lot of media is like it rarely does it, exist in a vacuum. It's all part of an interconnected web of like what works and what doesn't, and what gets greenlit and whatnot.
Okay.
Is there anything in the Star Wars universe, Star Wars fandom, that's been on your mind that you may want to discuss?
Dude, I can remember putting on my underwear at night. I can't remember this is Star Wars. I be commando in it all the time. So no, nothing. Only thing I'm looking forward to is the Solo series. I want new stories. I want new characters. I want new adventures. It's a big galaxy, and there's a lot of things that can be going on right now. Yeah. And as long as they explore that and take me somewhere else, like fucking Andor. I think I mentioned Andor everyone. I was so happy just to get something new and a different perspective, a different group of people. It was just nice and refreshing. So I hope Ahsoka
delivers.
I don't think it is gonna fail. I mean, I think it's gonna do good. Yeah. And
I meant more with audience than like how many people watch it.
No. That's something I'm really looking forward to. Yeah. I think when certain I'm quite sure Disney maybe have their numbers on this. When certain shows like Mandalorian and Andor are not playing, their usership drops. Yeah. As soon as I can guarantee you a week before Ahsoka or any one of those major series hit, like I'm quite sure they didn't get a lot of people getting a Disney Plus account because Ant-Man Quantumanium dropped. It's just, I don't know. And speaking of, not to get off subject, I apologize. I think I like what was the bad guy in the last Guardians of the Galaxy movie?
Oh, you're talking about High Revolutionary.
I liked him better than Kang.
All right.
It just popped in my head. I'm sorry for getting off subject, people, but I thought he was more of a menace than Kang was. My personal opinion.
That's fine.
So sorry.
I'm not like upset. It's just like, oh, that's blasphemous.
It's not blasphemous.
Whatever.
I wanted more from him, and I didn't get it. I guess this is more like when we first saw Thanos sitting in the chair, not really doing anything, the cutscenes and stuff like that. He wasn't really doing it. He was a menace. He just knew he was.
Like I said, cutscene.
But he was just there as a menace. Yeah. But I wanted more, and I finally got it. And when maybe they're doing a slow burn. It's like, just give him a little bit. Give them a little bit, and that's all they're going to give us. But I guess I can understand that to a point.
Yeah. We have no idea what exactly, the trajectory of that character is going to be because there's drama with Jonathan Majors, and like that character is supposed to be the centerpiece of the Kang Dynasty Avengers film.
Listen here, if you're a black guy and you let's stay home and play PlayStation for the next 10 years. Everybody's going to antagonize you. Everybody's going to do something. And I guarantee you, it got blown out of proportion really quickly.
Well, I think you can still do that regardless of your race.
Oh no, not that. But it's just I know how to be a target in certain situations, like the Ezra Miller thing.
Ezra Miller,
yeah. That's a freaking train wreck.
And Ezra Miller's not even black.
100%. He ain't gonna get away with it. I know your black ass ain't gonna get away with it.
Yeah.
So sorry.
But
sorry. I'm gonna put this over here. Sorry.
I am interested to see what they're gonna do. With Ahsoka in her own series. I'm also interested in all the announced, movies during London Celebration. I'm excited to see what's going to be the next chapter for Ray if she leads, a Jedi school. I'm interested to see what James Mangold is going to do with his millennia ago.
Nobody's alive. No Vader, no nothing.
Yeah. Yoda is not that old.
He's starting over from scratch.
Yeah. There's only like little things that we know through like books, but most of the stuff is not concrete. You just like, then the Force started, and then there was like a Mandalorian Jedi War, and blah blah blah. And back when you go back that far back, like it's not as developed. It is a complete juxtaposition from anything that happens between episode 1 and 9. Like that is jam-packed full of stories to the point where it could be hard for some writers to like fit in new information. So this is the best way to like create more content before it starts contradicting things. Like you just got to expand out in different times. Like do something way back in the past, do something way in the future, do something that we haven't, characters we never met and planet that we never seen. Because at a certain point, it's going to get too overcrowded.
I have a question.
Yes.
Let's say, way it's expanding, could this be, so a future people, like a few thousand years, I see it, a few thousand years in the future, could this be somebody else's religion?
I mean, there's only people in UK that register as Jedi as their religion.
Seriously?
Yes. And in some areas, it's actually legally recognized.
Why I'm just learning this now? That's amazing.
Are you hearing about this?
No.
No.
In the UK, you can be registered as a believer in
Judaism.
Yeah. So what if I want to be a Sith?
I haven't heard about the legal status of Sith.
I think they'd be kind of curious and more.
I don't know if in United Kingdom it's illegal to translate the Sith dagger. I don't know. Well, you can't have an Honest Klaud episode without the Klaud Shadow. And boy, do I have who the hell is this?
Okay, I'm waiting.
So this character's name is Apala Diget.
Apala Diget.
Yes. Okay, so put your brain in Revenge of the Sith, okay?
Revenge of the Sith,
Okay. So you remember, obviously, Anakin and Palpatine go to the opera.
She was sitting in the booth?
She doesn't sit in the booth. She walks up the staircase when Anakin is rushing to go join him.
She's just walking up the staircase.
Yeah, she's like like a senator, but she's not a senator herself. So I had to do some digging on this character because there is very little information other than like source book information, and even that I wasn't able to find the book itself. Just like a few websites like mentioning things about the source book, like other than like her appearance, like her being there and her like just being like an orange
extra,
alien. So
she's about the same color of my green tea right now. It's like I can't wait for you guys to
so according to Issues Library, she is rumored to have fed media scandals and led to the fall of multiple stars of the Galactic Opera on Coruscant. And
She worked for Fox News.
or just like those tabloid magazines that you see.
Oh, she's Wendy Williams. I hate you. Oh my God.
Although she belonged to the city's more privileged society, she's often suspected of untrue stories.
Wendy Williams.
That's what it says on Jedi-pedia. Yeah, it just...
She has the same skin tone as Wendy Williams.
No. Not orange enough.
I'm sorry, when she had that stroke, that was the happiest day of my life. I'm here for the heat.
He said it. It's not my words. If you got salt, throw it at him. But yes, this is Abla Diget. Like I just watched, like I was like, hunting her down because I found her on Wikipedia and it's like, who? And I just like watched the scene. And it's like right after, like there's like a quick hug embrace between Anakin and Padme. It cuts to a scene where we see Opera House in Coruscant, where they're going to see Squid Lake, which is the name of the performance with the sperm balls. But yeah,
that's what it was.
But yeah, she's just walking up a staircase, and that's it. And according to these 3 websites that are not Wikipedia, because there's like so much that is not written about her. Yeah. Yeah. There's also a full dress version. Kind of like the wings.
She looks like the person that gossips.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Yeah, but that's how she's able to live lavishly, is by
Shitting on other people.
Yeah, shitting on other people and having unverified information.
Wendy King Williams.
Alright,
I
so
don't like that one.
yes, that is Opera to get.
You gotta do better next time.
What?
I just don't like, it's gossipers.
You're the one that brought up Wendy Williams.
She's the worst.
I never even thought.
Well, it was Fox News at first.
Mm-hmm.
Until you said she was more like a gossiper.
Yeah.
Unverified information fucks. Sorry.
How many times you swore in this episode? You go put your you put soap in your mouth now? It's a little late.
Sorry, I try. I do not succeed, but I try.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this has been Honest to Klaud. I'm Eric Elliott.
Rodney Elliott.
And we'll see you next time.